Yeah, so I'm trying to develop something that's going to work for our teachers and students. We currently do have wireless pretty much everywhere. The issue is just that capacity to actually have, if all students have one, two, more devices going at one time, there's definitely not enough capacity there to handle that type of load on the system. And so as teachers have tried to do more things and students have more devices in classrooms, we have run into some issues there. So in looking at that and preparing for additional devices, we are currently replacing that wireless system. We're just in the first phase of that, starting here in this next month. And then part of that first phase is to use some of the grant classrooms that'll be getting devices here in the next months as sort of our test bed, trying to decide what that standard should look like. So in those classrooms, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the capacity and measure, what are the students doing, how much bandwidth are they using, how many connections do we need to offer, and all of those type of things, so that then we can develop that standard and then replicate that once we've determined that out to all of the other sites and across all buildings. Our current internet connection was just upgraded this summer, beginning of the school year, to we basically have two 1 gig pipes going out, and then we also have a backup 1 gig connection that can become available if there is a problem. So we'll have to measure that. Right now we're not, using that full capacity, but as we add more devices and that, we'll definitely be monitoring that to see how we have to expand that in the coming years. And so for the VoIP implementation, one of the pieces, and this will affect other things too, but it was sort of a requirement of doing the VoIP and having a backup, was we will switched over to more of a meshed configuration, so that the different phone systems are able to recover to one another without having to come back to the central office. And then again, there'll be another location that has dial tone out, so the system can stay alive even if they don't have connection to the central office. So that is really a requirement of that. But once that's done, we will be able to utilize that for some resources throughout the district, possibly for server resources and different things, by making use of that mesh network. So it gives us some more options moving forward. But primarily right now it's being implemented for the voice over IP failover type solutions.